Hi, everybody. This is Joe.
And this is Lisa.
And this is a special edition cheap date for October 5th, 2006. So here we are.
How weird is this?
Whoa.
Midweek.
I'm not used to seeing people like at this time of...
It's like going to a bar on a Tuesday.
Is it ladies' night? Are there specials?
Yeah. $8 martinis.
Yes. All right, so we promised the people in our last show that we would talk about what happened last weekend.
I'm sure they're rioting by now.
I know. They're probably unsubscribing from iTunes by the droves.
All right. So where do we want to start?
Well, we talked about the Museum of Science and Industry in our last show.
Right.
And...
Did you propose to me at the Museum of Science
yes,
and
in the
Industry?
coal mine. I reached down into the coal mine and pulled up a diamond ring. Look at that, honey. No. It was a rainy day in September here in Chicago. And Lisa came up with the idea a couple weeks ago that she wanted, when we had our weekend downtown, she wanted to go and visit the Ferris wheel at Navy Pier. Navy Pier, for those of you who aren't familiar with Chicago, is a large recreational facility in the city of Chicago.
Not at all related to the Navy, incidentally.
No, it's just called Navy Pier.
And there's a big Ferris wheel on the
Giant
end.
Ferris wheel.
Which is open till midnight year-round.
Mm-hmm. Has neon lights on it and everything. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, no, they're not neon lights on it. They're little light bulbs. They're little tiny light bulbs that look like neon from far away.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, we leave the museum. It's been a rainy day. And we said, well, you know what? Let's go do the Ferris wheel ride anyway here at Navy Pier. It's about what? It's like 4:30 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So we go over there, and as we're approaching, going up Lakeshore Drive in the taxi, we realize that the Ferris wheel's not turning.
Joe realizes, and he begins to get very nervous.
Yes, because I had plans for the Ferris wheel, dude. So taxi driver pulls us up, and as we're pulling up, I look and I see the Ferris wheel's moving, and there are people on it now. They opened it up. Perfect. We go inside Navy Pier. They have a little food court in there. We got a little pizza because Lisa was a little hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So
Joe ate quite hastily.
And then off to the Ferris wheel we went. And Lisa paid for our admission.
Let the record show.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. So we get on, and this is, like I said, it's a giant Ferris wheel, and they have gondolas instead of, it's not like a carnival Ferris wheel where you have those little, it's like, you know, the backseat of your dad's Ford Country Squire station wagon that has a bar over it, and they say, hang on, and then, you know, your buddy will be swinging it. Yeah, look at this. No, they're little gondolas that are enclosed, and they're metal, but they also have like plexiglass windows on them. So
right.
You're actually you're pretty enclosed when you get in there. And so up we went.
And they don't stop. The Ferris wheel continues moving, and it moves slowly enough all the way around that you can hop on and off without them having to stop. And it's a big Ferris wheel, so one full turn is a ride.
Right.
You hop on, and on your way back around, you hop off.
Correct. So we're going up, and we hear a voice coming over the speaker. Welcome to the city of Chicago, the city of big shoulders, hog butcher to the world. And I'm thinking, this is romantic. Look around you. You see the Sears Tower. There's the John Hancock Center. And if you look out to the left, you'll see the museum campus, home of... Okay, thanks.
It's so foggy we can't see anything.
Yeah, actually it was. And I'm looking towards the west, and I'm seeing dark clouds coming in. So I'm thinking, okay, we need to get a move on this thing. So as we're going up, I see Lisa getting increasingly nervous. She's like, wow, this thing really is kind of like high, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's no problem. So we're approaching the top, and she's looking more and more nervous as we get to the top. Nervous as in, like, worried about falling.
Well, not seriously worried about falling, but, like, heights are less appealing to me all the time.
Right. So then we get to the top.
And it was hard to even tell we were at the top because it's not like because with having the roof over us, it was hard to tell where we were in the order of things.
Mhm.
You don't
And-
really get a sense of that.
And since we're in gondolas and it's a large wheel and it's not like a carnival ride, you're not really that close to the people who are in the car next to you.
Right.
Yeah. So next thing we know, we're at the top. And you tell the story from here, honey.
And Joe gets down on one knee with some difficulty because it was a very small gondola. And there really wasn't room for that sort of shenanigans. And he reaches into his cargo pants and he says, "Lisa, I love you. Will you marry me?" And he pulled out the ring and opened up the box. And then I blacked out.
Yes.
I can't remember. I didn't black out really,
I heard
but
things, this is what I heard. Hog butcher to the world. Sears Tower. And then I'm looking at her, and she was alternately crying, laughing, giggling. But what I said is there a yes somewhere in there?
Shut up. Yes. You know it was a yes.
And there was a yes. And I don't think you remember the trip downward, because the next thing I think you remember is we were getting out of the little car and walking over to the little stand to get our picture. Because they'd have the little thing where they take a little souvenir picture before you get on, which is kind of touristy.
Yeah. Hate it though we do. We paid $10 for the 5x7.
Mm-hmm. And it's the last picture of us as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Now we're
Ain't that
fiancéed.
something? And then within 5 minutes after we got off the Ferris wheel, they closed it because the storms came in.
Boy, did we cut it close.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, we are engaged now. It's not a joke.
Yay. And I have the most...
There's certain people that I hear out there going, yeah, it's about freaking time, Jesus.
Yeah, we know who you are. And I have the most beautiful ring on my finger now.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's gorgeous. If I may say so myself.
You may. You're very proud of it.
I'll tell you what I went
should
through.
be.
Well, you know what I went through for that ring, baby. So,
Yes.
but anyway, so that's the story, and that's why we were actually down. So when we had we did a review on our last show of MK Restaurant, and the other places that we went. That's what the cornerstone of this whole weekend was.
Of course, I didn't know that going into it.
Oh, but you've been expecting it.
Don't give me that cynical look.
You can't tell me that you didn't see this coming. You didn't see this coming down the old road.
Today, Beck asked me, "So, did you always know you were going to marry Dad?" And I said, "Well, yeah."
Even when you were like 12?
Well, she cracked up. Yeah, and I was like, "Well, not like since I was born." But yeah, a few people have asked me, what is a surprise? Well, of course, I mean, who gets surprised by a proposal? I mean, I don't know anybody who, was proposed to and had never discussed it.
Oh, I do. I know a couple people.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, everybody I know they talk about it, and when they both know that they're both ready, then they revert back to tradition and the guy proposes.
So there it is. Now you know. Newsflash.
Wow.
For the whole...
How are we going to top this?
I don't know, but we'll have to try. So I guess we just tell the people to tune in this weekend for a regular Cheap Date show. And
Yeah, it's all downhill from here, pal.
it's right.
There will not be a live video feed from our wedding.
It's back to mozzarella sticks and fries for you, pal. For the next few months.
Yeah, I know what you spent last weekend.
Oh, you only know half of it. You don't even know the half of it, but it doesn't matter. You're worth every red cent.
Yay.
All right, so that's the story. That's going to wrap it for this shorty. As always, we love hearing your comments. You can write to us at
dish@cheapdateshow.com.
or you can leave a comment on the website, and we love hearing from you. And don't forget, brand new show coming up this coming Saturday morning just after midnight. So don't forget to watch your podcatcher for that.
Be waiting by your iTunes.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This podcast is proudly listed at podcastpickle.com.